We're gonna be switching off at the broadcast at some point in time. We want to start the game up. It was the end of the first. Cowboys up 7-0, but Washington is in Dallas territory, threatening. Big Son in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing out there?
You know it. You know it.
Yeah, man. Hey, I see we brought back Whitaker. Y'all remember Whitaker from the preseason?
Yeah.
Chase Whitaker
Yeah.
with the run back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we top in the league with in our red zone offense. That's crazy. I ain't
Yeah.
know that.
We absolutely look good for sure. Now, I mean, at least to hang in there and not be blown out in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Vito in here. Get Point in here. The Redskins, good old Redskins, Cowboys. You know.
Since week 10, yeah, since week 10.
Yo.
Point B in the building.
What up? I'm looking a little crazy right now, but what's good with
You
y'all?
know it. Let's get Vito in here.
Hey, so look, I just seen a report that Atlanta will be pursuing Eric Bieniemy at the end of the season for their head coaching position. Do y'all think that Eric Bieniemy deserves a shot here before we let him walk?
No, no, absolutely not.
I
I'm
think he
against that.
does.
I
I'm
don't know,
against that.
man.
I'm
I
against
think
that.
he
Who would
does.
I got a question. If you don't want Eric Bieniemy, who would you prefer?
I say Bill Callahan still. That's what I say. That's my top pick, Bill Callahan.
Touchdown. Let's go. Touchdown.
Bill
Bravo. And now
Callahan?
the
Before you answer that,
backfield.
yes. Before we get there, yes, he deserves a shot.
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
He doing this with Sam Howell, and I wish I would have got on here earlier because I wanted y'all to say something about them passes that he's thrown in his first drive. I mean, in the first two drives on the people that he's choosing to throw to on those reads, bro. They're not the sharpest. And I feel like if you give him a second year where he can watch those mistakes and learn from them, if you're going to keep this quarterback, or you got to let the coordinator have the quarterback that he feels is able to run his offense the right way. If he's doing this with Sam Howell, and I'm telling y'all that I don't me personally, just my opinion, I don't think that this is anywhere near his best season. I think he's had a bad season with some great strides in certain games. The strides we had multiple 300-yard games was impressive, but we were down in those situations. So I always feel like the defense plays a little lax when the offensive side is down by more than one possession. Doesn't mean that those games weren't good games. I just don't think that from week about 7 to last week were very good demonstrations from him. You got taken out 2 games. You threw 5 interceptions or 4 interceptions twice this season, 5 interceptions once, or had 5 turnovers as the quarterback one time. Those are
Yeah.
it bothers me a little bit when I feel like there's quarterbacks who are that have just as much experience, which means that they're rookies or 1-year players, and they're not being as risque. That could be what you were saying with play calling by Bieniemy calling the plays, but he's also doing the job to display what he can present if these plays are run right. You're almost getting 400 yards of offense every game.
Well, I will. I'm gonna cut you on right there. Sam Howell is like a Brett Favre, a gunslinger, somebody that's gonna take some chances and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of those reads are bad reads. I agree with you 1,000,000%. But his style of play is more risk taker. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that he's the worst quarterback I've ever seen. He's not the worst
Yeah.
this year. Period. What I'm saying is that this season isn't as much accolades that or praise that he does get. I think he could have a better season. I also think that another year in the same system instead of switching the system up because this will be his second system, having to learn in his second year, having some having to repeat something that you just did instead of having to learn something brand new, I think does benefit a quarterback. As we can see from our past stuff, all of the quarterbacks that have had to switch coordinators year to year, Jason Campbell's, Patrick Ramsey's, like even for Kirk Cousins, from year to year, don't get extremely better when having to learn something different.
Yeah, what up, Pounds, man? What up with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Pounds in the building. Hey,
You know it.
Pounds, I got a question for you on the chat. Hey, Pounds, who would you like to see as the head coach next year? And that's for matter of fact, that's for everybody watching. If you want to add it in the comment section, please do, because it has been confirmed that Ron Rivera will not be here next year.
I don't think Bieniemy should be the head coach.
I don't know, man. I personally think we should, if depending on the options, as of course as well. But right now, I'm
Somebody got his TV a little loud, ski.
That's me. That's me. Hold on, one second.
yeah. But I would say like Bill Belichick is going to be available. Do you
I
want a
don't
Bill
I don't like
Belichick
the
on your?
I don't like that mix. Well, you know what?
You know,
Actually, I do. I would. I don't like Belichick coming because the style of play. But if the enemy is the play designer, Belichick not gonna let him call some of them plays that Rivera's letting him call. That's one thing I will say. Belichick's not going for
I
that
I
don't.
shit like Rivera is.
Nah,
agree
the
with that.
enemy.
I agree with Vito.
Honestly,
I agree with Vito
nah,
there.
though.
I agree with Vito
The,
there.
there's no way. Listen, right now, in my opinion, there is no way that Eric Bieniemy stays if he's not the head coach because they said Atlanta is about to pursue him in the offseason.
I mean, they can pursue him. I don't think that they present a better offense for what he's trying to do. They're a running team. They have no wide receivers, and he's about to try to take his pass every down to a team that has at least two potential 1,000-yard backs with Cordell Patterson. That doesn't make
They do got.
sense.
They already got a receiver. The
You're
dude,
not listening.
Drake,
You're not
London
hearing me.
Drake.
You're not hearing me. The tight end presents a good thing for him. Like Kyle
Yep,
Pitts and the other tight end
yep.
they got, Mike Jonnu Smith might have a
Jonas
good year, but
Smith.
they first of all, I almost guarantee you that Heineke would have stayed if Eric Bieniemy wanted Heineke at quarterback. All right, that's one. Number two, that's who their starting quarterback is right now. Ritter is not
Yeah,
the starting quarterback, so this means that they're going to have to draft a quarterback.
I
That does
agree.
a lot for a fan base that's already locked in with two quarterbacks. That one you only gave a half a season a chance. Ritter didn't have anything to do with his first year, and then Heineke, he did lose a couple of games. I think he was 1-3 or 2-4.
Hey man,
But I don't
You
my
had
believe that that
mind
was all his fault.
you had to
out.
run up the middle for Tony Pollard. He gets about 4 yards. Dallas with the ball. It's a 7-7 ball game. 14:40 left in the first quarter. Dallas had the ball in the second and 5, and they are in a hurry up offense. Go ahead with it, fellas.
That's my opinion though. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they have to. One, Atlanta's not going to have a top 10 pick, so they're not going to get the top selection at quarterback, in my opinion, unless they trade Bijan Robinson. And I really don't think nobody in Atlanta is about to let them do
Okay.
that. Defense wise, they got a pretty good pass defense, but after that, I feel like the talent is more here. We do have a lot to do on defense via what we've had to go through this year. We've got a lot to deal with on defense. I think the coordinator matters on who you pick at coordinator, um, and what we're going to run. You know what I'm saying? Do we run this 4-3 or do we run a defense based on what we have? But again, that's based on the coordinator. On the offensive side, though, like I said, I think Bieniemy is actually in a better situation if he stays. Again, familiarity, because again, going to Atlanta is now having to start over again and prove that you can call play. Like I don't know about that one. Again, it's a great opportunity for him if he can be a head coach. It's a lot of responsibility, and he also needs to see that if he's a head coach, if they do bad, it's a very high chance that you get fired your first year,
All
like the person he's trying to replace.
right. All right.
Throw over the
Pound said Mike
middle to
Tomlin.
Brandon Cooks. It is a tackle at the around midfield. Dallas moving the ball on this Ron Rivera called defense. You know, Dallas moving the ball on the offense, came out, scored, tied it up 7-7. Brandon Cooks got 3 receptions in his first quarter. Dak Prescott is 9 for 11 for 70 yards and 1 touch.
Pound said Mike Tomlin. it was his choice as far as coach, I'm guessing. And he said if not EB, then we if not EB do it. Oh my bad. If not EB can do it. If not, I agree with
Kwame
EB can do it.
with the pick.
If we get
Kwame with the pick.
He been
Kwame with
playing
the
lights
pick.
out this
back,
game.
yeah,
He been playing lights out
Kwame
this
is
game.
having a baller
Yeah,
ass type of game right
he's
now.
playing
I
a good
told y'all
game.
that boy was a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
yeah.
Quan Martin with the interception,
I mean,
called out by Big
I
Son.
I really think that on some real stuff that Jack
Smith
Del Rio
Williams
early in the year,
popped it up.
Jack Del Rio early in the year wasn't able to show what this whole unit could have done together, and so we didn't get the chance to see somebody like Quan Martin as much as we would have liked to see. I think Quan Martin I agree with you, Big Son. Quan Martin a beast, and he needs to be on the field, you
That's
know?
that's one thing. That's one thing I think that this unit as a coaching staff was bad at from day one. Player personnel.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I was able to cover since we started this over again. And Ron Rivera has been absolutely horrific with his rotations. And again, if you have a defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator as the head coach, that's the one thing that you can help out with is pointing out a guy who's been hot at practice, pointing out somebody that's tired during the game that needs a sub. Like these are things that we're really bad at over the last few seasons. And if Ron Rivera is not going to take the blame for it, Jack Del Rio definitely has because he's definitely had players in position after they've gotten beat several times and not made adjustments. And that's what I think this year was. I don't think Jack's a bad defensive coordinator. I think he didn't show any growth from year one to now. I think it was just a lot of the same approach, and teams just caught on to that.
Yeah, I think that it was a combination though of players. And let me point something out too. Jonathan Allen is not playing today, and that defense looked better than it
Hey,
has looked.
hey,
I would say that. Just to point something
I mean,
out.
they gave up
hey, I
7
was gonna say that
points. It
later
ain't it
on
ain't
in
it
the
ain't a
show.
shutout. It ain't
You
a
know what
shutout, man.
I'm saying?
They're averaging running yards. They're averaging good yards on the ground, and they're moving the ball. They just turn the ball over.
I
It's not
agree.
like they stopping them.
I agree. But just I know I just why I pointed it out early. That's why we pointed it out early. You
Yes,
know what I
I
mean?
mean, it just stopped
listen, I take that.
them without him though.
But
For
that's a
real,
turnover. That's a turnover, Big
Smith
Son.
Williams got the pressure and popped the ball in the air. Quan Martin just came in with the
I
pick.
will say this. It does look like they getting a little bit more pressure without
What
him on the field. I
what
will
did I
say
say
that.
the first year that they let go Chase? I mean that Chase Young was hurt. Remember when Obata and Smith Williams and Hill was getting time. They
Yeah,
were getting time. The rotations for when those starters were there, those guys overplayed those guys. There's no way in the world I should see Chase standing up on a play he's supposed to be in a 3-point stance. You got to take him out. Who in the world don't see that? If we see that and he's doing it for 4 or 5 plays, that's 4 or 5 plays that your coach is allowing you to stay on the field, knowing that you're just coming back from a long injury, knowing that it's a leg injury that you may not have your complete burst on. Why am I putting you in a position to lose? That goes into what you're saying about the sabotage. Like somebody's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
To your answer, Pounds, I would love Mike Tomlin. This is the only reason why I have not said Mike Tomlin or a black head coach. Why I say Eric Bieniemy doesn't need to be the head coach until we find out. Because I'm not totally against my man Rose synopsis about Josh Harris. I just have a debate to go against that in some means. But until we are able to see that our owner has a mindset of winning, I don't want to put anybody black at the head of that because that's who's going to take the blame for losing.
that's real.
I can agree with
That's
that.
real.
You know what I'm saying? You see
I can agree
how
with
long
that.
they've let Ron Rivera stay and he's been to blame for losing?
Yeah.
I don't want a black man to take that. You know what I'm saying? Unless the black man is like a Mike Tomlin that's going to say, I forget you're losing. We're going to win despite that. And I just find that hard to do when you may be playing against yourself.
Are I got a question. Do you think Mike Tomlin is not going to be with the Steelers next year?
I think the Steelers need to switch it up for fan base stat. Like, I think the coach staying for 30, 40 years, if Belichick, first of all, if a head coach that has 6 NFL championships is on the brink of losing his job because of a few bad seasons when they won 19 years in a row in that division, the NFL tells you that having a job for 20 years in a row is just not something that's likely to happen. So I don't see this. I see the Steelers needing to shake it up because 8-8 is not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? When there's no progress, there has to be some growth. We can't just be middle of the pack every year and find some type of acceptance for that. So I think he's done, especially if you let go Belichick. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of room for young coaches to come in. It's a lot of guys that we don't know about that aren't head coaches, but are coaches on staffs that may have a different approach, may have a way to get to the guys and stuff that we haven't seen. Like it's going to be a new wave of football coming, and I'm not sure if all of the old guys are going to want to stay in the same spot. Some of these owners are going to want to say for the teams that, like for the Texans and the Colts, like the Texans and the Colts were on their way to a play. I mean, they had a chance to make the playoffs. The Texans made it. The Colts missed it by a first down miss on an opportunity. These are two teams that had the top picks last year in the draft. They
Yeah.
both got young coaches. You know what I'm saying? So the older coaches don't necessarily move me as much as a coach that's going to get the job done. I love Miami's coach. That's the one coach that we saw on the post that y'all sent that I didn't know was on our
You ain't
coaching
know
staff. I didn't know Mike
Mike
McDaniel.
McDaniel was on our coach.
I did not know. I will not lie to y'all. I did not know he was on our coaching staff. I don't like us anymore. I don't like us because every coach that we've let go is great somewhere else, bro. And
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
love Mike McDaniel as a coach, bro. I absolutely love him as a coach. His approach to
Bro,
the
Great guy.
game, the way he
and
Yeah.
takes it
fellas,
with the players, his
look,
relationship with the players and stuff. And you need something like that. I feel like Belichick is going to have people that he's going to have to bring in veterans. These young guys are not going to want to play that style of football because everybody's already said once those old guys left New England, it's boring. And unless you win in a championship, it's not going to be exciting. And that's hard. Some of these players have different mindsets than some of the ones that came up before them. I don't know if I want that. Mike Tomlin, I feel like, still can reach the players. Mike Tomlin is a very, very, he's a coach that you want to play for. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Does he
only first
get the
time.
results that I want immediately? I'm not sure, but he hasn't had a losing season for me to feel like he's not going to at least
Well,
put us in
I'm
the
gonna be
mindset to have a
honest with y'all.
chance.
I'm not sure ownership is really giving him a good opportunity to have all his pieces, and retain them. Yeah, I mean, he's done good with what he's had. TJ Watt, I mean, who's talk about, Terry McLaurin on the reverse. He's down to the 25-yard line. Washington moving the ball.
What I'm
Washington
saying,
offense look
Eric
real
Bieniemy's
good, real
playbook,
groovy
man, is
today.
different when he pull out stops.
Real
I mean,
groovy.
we
Well,
Was real groovy
let's take in
today.
what Point said, because like I said, these are the things that we need to point out. Let's take in what Point said and say that he may be interviewing for the job in Atlanta. So he
Absolutely.
might be opening up the playbook, not just because, I mean, you know what I'm saying, for other
Sam,
reasons.
Curtis Samuel. Oh no, Curtis Samuel's foot was out. Dang, God,
I hate to
Yeah,
think
no,
about it
God,
like that,
that's a
Peter,
think
pretty
but
throw.
I
that's an
definitely
interesting way to
think
think
this is
about
his
it.
interview game. He's not interviewing just for Atlanta, but interviewing for us, interviewing for any other team. The Steelers, if they're gonna let go of Mike Tomlin, the Patriots, if they're gonna let go of Bill Belichick, you know what I mean?
Right?
Um, he's interviewing for all of those positions that's open right now, and our position is open as well. So I really think that we honestly might want to retain him. Just my opinion. I would like Eric Bieniemy to stay as the head coach, especially if we can't get a Mike Tomlin or a Bill Belichick. I think that those two coaches may be just a notch above him because they've ran a whole team before. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, but other than that, I would love Eric Bieniemy to stay. My opinion. You know.
Like I said, my only opinion, and I want you guys to step up and say something, but only reason why I don't want him to be the head coach is because he don't run the ball enough, and you're not going to win in the NFC East without running the ball.
Yeah. That's why
I
I
mean,
want Callahan, believe it or not.
I'm gonna
That's
be
why I lean
real.
more
I,
I
towards
think
Callahan.
Callahan might be too old unless you're going to keep the enemy as
He
the
he over
coordinator.
there in Cleveland. They running his offense in
They
Cleveland
going to
over
the
there.
playoffs.
That's why and with any quarter
They
they got Flacco. They down to
got Joe
Flacco,
Flacco,
now,
bro.
bro.
now,
Yeah,
but
they
Flacco,
down to
hey,
Flacco, bro, and they still
Well,
win
he
it.
know this is his last hoorah too, though. You
fuck
know what I'm
that.
saying? He know this is his
They
last.
Flacco,
Hey,
just
but
got rocked
still,
by the
hey, you
Bengals
gotta give
today,
him some
though.
credit though.
They just
listen,
got rocked by the Bengals today.
No,
Come on, buddy.
he didn't play. Flacco they sat him. They
Okay.
sat him. He didn't
hey,
play today. They sat
real.
him.
I'm gonna be real.
Who?
Joe Flacco
Oh,
Flacco.
again
okay.
has
But that's what they
proven
already in, right?
that he
Yeah,
has value.
they 11-5,
Yeah.
11-6. Yeah, hey, they won 10 games this year with that. With four quarterbacks. Four quarterbacks. That's
They're really
Callahan. The
Okay.
only common denominator is that
Oh,
running game, that
man,
offensive
there
line.
wasn't no
And they got the
false
number one
start.
I,
Go
defense in
I,
the
I'm
league.
about to
And
say that. About to say that
defense too now.
They got the number one, but
their defense
the
has been solid.
the
Their
Amazing.
but
defense
the
been
all
solid.
remember they run the ball. The
Oh,
way they run the ball,
come
it
They've
on,
been
keeps you
running
on
the
the
man.
ball.
sideline.
No, they've been running the ball though.
Yeah,
Their defense
yeah,
wasn't making the stops like that's what I'm saying. I've looked at some stuff earlier today that was talking about the Browns. It's not that they're doing too much different from what they used to. They just
yeah,
happen to be making the stops this year that they haven't been making before. Those crucial their third down percentage is a lot better. They actually are finishing plays on the defensive side and making tackles instead of everybody being able to break all the tackles against them and shit like that every play. So they've definitely played solid. Um, what do you see them doing in the playoffs? One round and bye, or being able to get to the second round?
It depends
well,
on
they got the number
who they
one
play.
defense in the league, and defense win championships. So
It depends on
I don't
who
think
they
they
play.
just gonna get mocked. Nah, they've been playing tough competition. They in the division with the Ravens. They not scared of the Ravens. That's the first thing. You know, Flacco come from Baltimore. He not scared of the Ravens. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
the
he ain't
toughest
scared of
division in
Harbaugh and
football
them.
this year.
He ain't
They the
scared of
winners
Harbaugh and
division
them.
in football this
And
year.
I think that's the
AFC
only,
North.
huh?
They the winners
AFC
of
North, the
football.
winners in division in football this year.
See, that's
They
what
got
I'm
the most
saying.
wins.
They not scared of no Flacco in them. I mean, they not scared of Lamar Jackson
Okay,
in them
screen
at
play.
They can
all.
keep them off the
Okay,
because they
Crowder.
play similar.
Go for
The
Yeah,
it.
only reason why I would take Baltimore in that game is because Lamar has been brilliant this year passing the ball.
he has, he has,
He's improved his
he has.
passing enough to be respected. Like he's MVP hands down to me this year.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
agree with that. I can agree with that.
He
Um,
this is the way I wish he would have played coming out. And I know that's a hard wish. You do got to grow in the
yeah,
league, but this
yeah,
year has been really good, bro.
yeah. I
For
Yeah,
him,
I
think
agree.
I've been
I
really
agree.
impressed by him.
I
I don't
agree.
think that I don't think that he would have been able to do this
No,
coming
no,
out because it's just
respectfully. I
too
think the way he
inconsistent.
came out started out. I mean, help with this because everybody knows he can run. So it just makes him. You got to do a lot to check him, bro. I don't even know if you can leave a spot on him this year. How good he's passing the ball.
I'm gonna be honest with you too, though. I think him sitting on the sidelines with them injuries in consecutive years, he got to see the ball game from the sideline, and so
RG three,
yeah,
RG3, I think helped a lot
yeah,
mentally, like
yeah.
mentally, how to handle the press. Actually saying, you know what, I can throw the ball, knowing what RG3 had to go through. You know what I'm saying? I
So on
won't
the
take that
third
apart from
down,
him. We can
not
take
to
the
cut you
lead
off,
right here.
yeah, yeah. On the third down, we ran a short screen play, and you got tackled. I think Joey Slide gonna
Joey
take it free.
Slide for the lead. Ten
Yeah,
seven in FedEx. That's what y'all scored too? Y'all winning? Now, guess what, bro?
yeah.
I'm gonna back your notion this week and give out us analogy. If we win today, this is a tally that you can add to your Josh Hirsch Philly mold thing because this will now make the Cowboys not be a first. They won't have a first round bye.
Yeah, it'll go to the Eagles.
Not to go. Yeah, I think they lose the division
They
to
lose
the
the
Eagles,
division.
but the first space will go to the 49ers, I think.
Yeah, they lose the division. And you're right. No, this 49ers already clinched. They already clinched the first spot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think Dallas will lose the division to the
Yeah,
Eagles.
yeah, they lose the division. Yeah,
And
yep.
wouldn't that be some?
Hey,
Yeah, see, look now. For my tally, if we lose this, we get the pick, we get the draft spot, we get the positioning.
right.
If we win, I mean, yeah, if we win, then you get that tally in your job for what you suggest.
Because I'm just saying, because you lose draft position. That means beating the Cowboys to help the Eagles was more important than your draft position at that point.
Because you talk about being second, right? If we lose, I think we're
Yeah,
second or
yeah.
maybe third at worst.
Maybe third. Yeah, yeah.
Arizona lost today.
Arizona, hold on. Let me check. Let me check. They playing now. They playing now. They 4
What
and
score?
12. They playing now. Patriots lost though.
I know.
Patriots lost. They 4 and 12 too.
We lost to the Patriots.
We did, and we beat the Patriots. We beat
We did.
the Patriots. Yes, we did. That's the only game we lost. We won since chasing them been gone. That's the only game we won.
All right, true. Fact. So
Yeah,
we will be third. We'll be third if Arizona wins. We'll be third because we beat Arizona.
yeah,
If we win this game, we go to 5-12, and we are like seventh.
yeah.
We move back like 3 spots or some shit like that. We win.
Right, right. So that really doesn't make any other sense other than you are who you say you are, who I thought you were. You are who
Go
I
ahead,
thought
bro.
you were.
Go ahead, dog. And the Cowboys are playing their starters. They got that. They have the number
Yeah,
one scoring
they
offense
have a
in the
reason to
league.
win. Dallas have a legit reason to win today. I ain't gonna lie. If we lose, if we win, I'm gonna start calling Josh Hurst naked mole rat.
Hey, nah, for real. Hey, bro.
You already look like one. You know. Hey, hey, hey.
The Giants up on the Eagles 10-0.
What?
Giants
They
up on
wouldn't
the
even
Eagles.
win it. They
Hey,
will
hey,
fumble.
bro, I told you the Eagles have been back. The Eagles, they everything I said in like week 5 or 6 about them, bro, has broken down at the end of this
Yeah.
year.
Joy slide with the hit.
Hey,
Joy slide with the hit.
To me, the
Shotgun
Eagles.
pass to the right
Oh, I had
to
it on mute.
CeeDee
I
Lamb
thought
for
y'all
eight
heard me. I was
yards.
gonna tell y'all to watch out for that hit Joyce Lamb
Yeah,
put
it was
on
a
him on
it
the
was
kickoff.
we got a rough in the pass, an unnecessary roughness on Cody Barton. Dallas at the 37-yard line.
bro, that's crazy, bro. They are folding right now.
Yeah, the Eagles. Oh my goodness. What is going on there?
But this is what I was saying, bro. Like, unless they playing for positioning, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless they like how I feel like the LeBron be doing with the Lakers, he can
Yeah,
go to 6 seed, but it's because of who they gonna play. They got 3 games where it's like that. These matchups they can make, they can win these matchups. The Eagles might be. I don't feel like football is like that, bro. I don't feel like you losing on purpose to find to get a seed in the playoffs. Like,
that'll be crazy. Dak Prescott with the pass to the left to Ferguson out on the 36 for 12 yards. Dallas moving. Dallas moving. They coming back. They in hurry up offense.
Pounds, I don't think Atlanta has a better team. I think that they do have pieces that the enemy can use right away. So if he stays, he has to draft some pieces that would make his offense even better. But he's been here and his offense is already 15th and possibly could finish the season in a better spot than 15th. So if he goes to Atlanta, he has to now make a running offense predominantly a
So
balanced offense where he can pass the ball and still get the same type of numbers where they would be higher than 15th in total offense. And that's anybody will tell you the league ain't for play like that. You can't just bounce around everywhere and go like Tom Brady and win everywhere you go. It's not that easy. And style of play matters a lot. I don't think he's run the ball enough for Atlanta to vote him in as the guy that they want. I think that they have dynamic pieces at running the ball that somebody like Rose said, like a Callahan or somebody that's focused on the run game could really turn that team into something, especially if they can get some defense. Dan Quinn left too early, I think. Like this would be the team Dan Quinn would have a lot of success with Atlanta, based on having defense and being able to run the ball, having a quarterback like a Heineke or even a Ritter that had a better offensive system. Um, but because the record is better, I don't think that the team is better. I think that this team was horribly coached this year.
absolutely. You got Dallas down to the Washington 22-yard line for a timeout. You had Dodu with a run to the left tackle. He got about 5 yards on that one. Deron Payne on the tackle. And the play before that, you had Tony Pollard with a 9-yard gain. That of the 27, Khalid Hustler with the tackle.
Yep. Got a Washington player down. Let's do a TV timeout right now. Anybody see who went down?
I
Nah.
couldn't see who
I have a
he
question. So,
was.
what do we draft with our first pick?
I don't think we drive. I think we drive down.
Okay, real quick. Do we keep this? Are we keeping the same staff and picking? I mean, is Bieniemy a part of the staff or is he not? Because that matters too. We're we're going to pick a quarter. If we get a
Um,
whole nother coach and coordinator, we're going to pick a quarterback with the
I'm
first
gonna
pick.
be
It's
honest with
almost
you. I'm gonna be
guaranteed.
honest with you, Vito. I did not like Bieniemy. I did not like Bieniemy until you said, "Hey, with Belichick, that'll work." Now, with Belichick,
Because
I
he's not
do
going.
like Bieniemy
It's a
because
head
he ain't
coach. It's somebody
because the
that
stuff
knows
you
how to
said
coach.
for the
Yeah.
exact reason you said, he ain't going for certain things. The stuff, little stuff we complaining about, Belichick is not rocking for that. Even Belichick now. But what Bieniemy brings to the table is the same thing that he's kind of missing: that creativity,
The
that
you
new
the
flair.
the
That
connection with the
that
young
would work.
players.
That I think would work. I
Because
would.
now
Yeah.
Belichick is just giving advice to how or whatever quarterbacks you got instead of leading the
Yeah.
quarterback. The enemy can still talk to the quarterback. Belichick can hear what he's saying to the quarterback, meaning that what you need to relate to him and what you don't need to relate to him, we can break that down in our coach's room. I don't
And
need you being this way with the player. I don't need you being that way. Well, I just need you explaining the play. I'll handle the rest. Like, because again, Ron Rivera for 4 years has stood in the same spot and said nothing. He has to
right,
ask
right,
somebody else should he throw
right.
the,
I
the
agree with that.
challenge flag out.
That's
You know what I'm
opposite.
saying? Like Belichick not asking nobody, do we need to throw the flag out? If
Yeah,
it's a challenge, he's going to challenge
yeah,
the play. Like I don't know who he's talking to, but it's I need to know who Rivera is talking to. That is like I really don't. It don't make sense to me that you're the head coach and you got to ask everybody else should you do something. Like we've just been led badly.
yeah. Tony Pollard with the run
Tony
down
Pollard
to the
almost
Washington
scored a touchdown.
touchdown.
Damn.
He
Yeah.
almost scored a touchdown. He
Now he down
didn't
to
get
the
it.
one.
Yeah, down to the one. That was a
Yeah.
good run.
No, sorry. What left into the yeah. Washington one. Yeah. Down to the one.
Mm. Quan Martin on the tackle.
Ron
On the
Rivera's
touchdown play
defense.
when tackling.
Ron Rivera's defense getting slashed. But it's what
Mm.
you said, Vito. It's what you said. Let's not jump to conclusions and say that they look good because of one turnover.
Yeah, because they're not stopping them from moving the ball,
Yeah. Yeah.
and everybody's not tackling. I tell you that. As I said, Jaquan Martin is playing for his life.
I would like to see Khalid Hudson play better too.
It's and
Yeah.
this is what I was saying. Well, about what Pound said about Atlanta having a better team. Ron Rivera has been calling the defense since Del Rio's been fired. We've given up
Whoa.
like not record yards, but we've been giving up big plays and big yards still with Rivera as head coach. He's
Cody
not
Barton.
good.
Cody Barton missed the tackle there. Boy. Oh
Where's
my
Mayo
goodness.
at?
No, who was it? It wasn't Cody Barton. It was 32. Who got 32? Let me see. Let me pull this up and see who got
That's
32. Oh my goodness. That was
Whitaker. I think that's Whitaker.
Whitaker. Oh my goodness. Woo!
Where's Mayo?
That's Mayo's out there. I see Mayo right there. Mayo's out there. Cody Barton missed the tackle too. He got another 4 yards after Cody Barton missed one. I saw the second one. That's why I thought I ain't want to blame Cody Barton, but Whitaker. Oh my
Quan Martin got
goodness.
hurt.
And Quan Martin is down.
Quan Martin, who was hurt.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like Dak 12 for 15. If you take away the interception, he
You know,
12 for
hand that to their
14,
fullback.
102, one touchdown, one interception.
Touchdown
So without the turnover,
by Tony Pollard.
he
They
85%.
got Jabril
You know what I'm saying? Without the
Cox
turnover.
out there.
Yeah, 85% is too high. 85%
Yeah.
is too high. That's too high. Come on, Rivera. Call a better game. At the end of the
They scored.
day, just call a better game.
Rivera
Touchdown
got
drive.
Jabril Cox on the field.
I don't think Rivera can call a better game.
I'm
He
with you
done.
on that point.
He done.
I won't doubt that.
He done, man. He done.
He being
That's true.
exposed to Josh Harris. I see this one thing I'm gonna have to say I like Josh Harris right now. He's exposing him instead of getting rid of Del Rio and letting everybody say it was Rivera fault. He put Rivera on the spot. Let's see what you can do.
Well, I mean, I would have rather he fired Rivera and let Del Rio and Bieniemy finish the season.
That's what I think that was I think that was probably a bad move.
They
Firing Del Rio
I think I think they
and
got rid
keeping
of Del Rio
Rivera.
because they weren't getting along, and to leave those two coaches to try to figure it out, you were gonna have some real bad one sided games coming
Yeah,
up. And I
yeah,
think Rivera was the balance where it's like, look, I'll do my job to finish this out. I'll do the best I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm relatable to all the guys. The personal stuff between you calling a 4th and 1 on the 30 or whatever, like I'm not going. I've done dumb stuff too as a coach. If I feel like we can get it, we can get it. I'll still play defense. If we don't, if we get scored on, we get scored on. No will. Like he just got the. That's just the attitude or approach I feel like he has. I could be wrong, but I just say that's what
right.
I'm watching.
But see, this is the thing. I personally think that if you was getting rid of Ron Rivera
Mhm.
anyway, you should have got rid of both of them, Jack Del Rio, Ron Rivera, and let somebody interim coach the defense because you're not
I,
trying to win at that point anyway.
I don't think nobody from the interim is going to be here. I think Ron Rivera's entire staff is going to be gone. That's why he didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like it's anybody when Ron Rivera came, he brought over his entire
Yeah,
staff, entire Ken Wagenhut or whatever is that quarterback coach and all that. He brought
yeah.
everybody over. So everybody that's going to get removed is everybody that came over. I don't need any of your guys' service anymore because we're not going to be running whatever that is. So the overhaul and coaches are not going to just come. Like I said, that's why I think that a Belichick might come because he'll have even if he don't have his whole staff from the Patriots, he can put a staff together in a very short period of time, a full staff, because he's been a head coach for a gazillion years. This is not going to be something that's going to be hard for him to do to put people in position. If I don't have to replace the enemy, I literally just have to go out and find a defensive coach. I think him playing against every possible
I don't know if I want to
team
see
in the
Bieniemy
league.
as the head coach though. I'm gonna be honest
No,
with
no, no,
that.
no. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying if Belichick is the head
I
coach,
do.
then who's your defensive coordinator? Because here's the thing, bro. Point. If he's your offensive coordinator, I mean, if he's your head coach, what stops him? What stops a defensive coordinator from feeling the same way that Del Rio did? Who diffuses that in a game?
Well, the thing is that any coach that will come along with him or come along to be on his staff will understand their position. And if they didn't understand their position, then that's kind of going to be a problem anyway. And that's for any head coach in the league. So, like, I hire somebody, like if Ron Rivera hired, let's say Ron Rivera hired Jack Del Rio, right?
Mm-hmm.
If him and Jack having problems, then technically Jack is out of line.
Oh,
Technically, you
okay,
know what I mean?
real quick. But if what Roe is saying, or what we've both watched, or what we've all watched, if my head coach, yes, he brings me on, I bring you on as defensive coordinator. And me and you cool. I bring you on as defensive coordinator. But I keep calling 4th downs in our territory. Whether you know your role or not, you don't got nothing to say about that. You don't feel like I'm interfering with your level of way of competing. You
Yeah,
don't feel like I'm setting you up in the
I
interview
do.
room that they're gonna be asking you why you couldn't stop these guys from scoring 21 points in a row,
No,
and you can't say
Right.
nothing about me because I hired you.
no, I agree. I agree
You,
that could be a problem.
Yeah,
But
I'm not taking that on the chin. You need to bring a head coach in here, somebody that's gonna be able to tell both of them that you tripping. We'll chill out. I'll talk to enemy, or I'm gonna take over play calling right now because you're tripping. Or take your ass upstairs, pardon my French, to the booth and call the game from up there.
I don't know, man. I just personally like the level of intensity that the enemy brings to practice. You know what I'm saying? Level of accountability. In my opinion, Ron Rivera really wasn't about that. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
have
So like,
I haven't watched press that much about with B enemy this year. So can you tell me that he's been accountable for not running the ball 25 times in any game this season?
no, I'm talking about player accountability, not necessarily coaching
Okay.
accountability.
No,
If
All
a
right,
no.
player isn't
Good
playing
play.
well, or you know what I'm saying, I like that. Me personally.
but if the
Now, I agree with you when you're saying what you're saying about him not running the ball enough. I couldn't agree with you more. You know what I mean?
Sam
But
Howell passed to Johan
but
Dotson down to
I
the
also
42
remember that
yard
this
line
is
for
his first.
11 yards.
I also understand that this is his first year in the NFC, at least in a long time. If he's ever coached in the NFC, um, and he probably at this point understands that the running game is a lot more important than what it is over in the AFC.
Yeah, but that's just to me, just my opinion, and you could have your way of feeling about him being a head coach. I just don't think it should be the head coach because I don't need seasons to go by with you experimenting on how something should go. I need somebody to kind of give you some balance. Hey, chill out, chill out, chill out. We're gonna run this and run this. Like we need to set up how you run your plays. Like I said, like somebody, even if it's not a Belichick, even if it's a Tomlin that says, I'll let you call the game. But when you're getting a little out of hand and shit like that, let me make the final say. If it's 4th and 1 and I feel like we're not going to take it, I'm going to call the timeout and say we're going to punt the ball, and that's what it's going to be. Because as you can see, the enemy sometimes gets ahead. That 4th down play early this game when they ran the swing pass, they bought Robinson
Here
from a
goes
wide
again.
receiver pass
Holding the
to the left
ball.
to the
Holding the
right
ball.
and then ran a swing pass with a running back who's not a wide receiver. We all know this. I don't care how many passes he's had this season. He's not a out the backfield running back for real. It was a bad call on the 4th down, and I just think somebody else needs to help manage
Oh, he got hit in the head. That's
those
supposed to
moments
be
when he having a
unnecessary.
when he
Oh,
like
come
getting
on,
out of there.
man. He got
Sam
hit in the
Howell was
head right
sacked.
on the replay.
Sam
No
Howell was
call,
sacked
man.
down back to the 39. We got a
He
third and
got hit in the
13
back
with
of
the
his
2-minute
head with a
warning.
forearm. No call on the play. You gonna see it on the replay. Don't forget to watch the replay, y'all. He got hit with a forearm in the back of his head.
Now, I don't disagree with the fact of the enemy needing, some balance. Okay, but I think that that's what an offensive coordinator would give him as well as a as well as somebody like Bill Belichick being his head coach, because I'm pretty sure he's going to hire some form of offensive coordinator.
I mean, Dallas don't got one.
Dallas fired theirs. Remember?
Mike McCarthy's the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They're number one in whatever they're doing and
No,
stuff. So it's
no, no,
not
no.
impossible to.
O'Connell left, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think he was
No, like
fired.
you talk. What you call him? No, which Kellen Moore was gone
Kellen
from the
Moore.
beginning of the year.
Yeah, no, but Kellen Moore left to go to
He went
he left
to
to
San
go. I
Diego.
think
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
sorry,
I'm saying
L.A.
that
L.A.
McCarthy's been the play caller and the head coach this year. Dan
Yeah,
Quinn is on the
I
defensive side,
agree.
McCarthy on the offensive
I
side. So
agree.
it's possible that the enemy doesn't bring in an offensive coordinator.
Right.
I agree. I don't think he would. I don't
I do. I
think
think
he
he would.
would.
I
I don't know if he does, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that's his side of the ball. Like I don't. It's his idea, his designs. I don't really see him bringing it. I mean, maybe because he's had Andy Reid coach
that's
him, but
what I'm saying. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at and this maybe this me being an optimist in here, but I'm thinking that he comes from a system where you have an offensive coordinator, a head coach, a defensive coordinator. He's in a system now where you have a head coach, offensive coordinator. The only reason we don't have a defensive coordinator, we fired him in the middle of the season. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's going to go along with that system, even because I've seen, even his interviews have said, yeah, man, I was able to help. I think that he knows that a person can help. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's so big headed to where he's going to say, I don't need no help.
so why are you
I don't think
getting
so. I
into an
don't see it
argument?
happening.
You're getting into an argument with Del Rio because the little bit of power that was given to you by saying you were the assistant head coach, you were arguing with a coach on TV. Like you argue with a coach at a game on TV. Like this is not something that you're supposed to be. And you're going and you're doing stupid shit like going forward on 4th down on your own 30. And the defensive
Yeah,
coordinator is saying something to you about it because the game is close.
yeah, right.
Like it's within reason and you won't punt the ball. Like what is your problem? And because you have the little bit of power of assistant head coach, I can't say anything to you. I've been the
Okay,
defensive coordinator for this team for
man.
how many other
Okay,
years?
No,
And your
thanks, man.
assistant head coach power just outranked that I can't tell you that you being a
no,
jackass.
I agree with you 1,000,000% when it comes to him being
And,
irresponsible. I'm
and
not saying none of this. I'm not knocking
hey,
none of this.
Cosme,
But
Cosme ain't going like that when it comes to his quarterback. He on whoever line.
I'm just saying. And I just personally think that, given a circumstance, an off season,
Oh,
there's a lot of
Mickey
there's going to be a lot of
Cosme
shifts
trying to
going on.
stand over top of Cosme. Cosme ain't going like that.
Dak Prescott is 11 for 15, 102 yards, 1 for 1. 13 for 17 for Sam Howell, 96 yards, a touchdown, 108 passer rating. Sam Howell looked pretty good today. We got a
Apple
third
is
and
good though,
13.
as part of the
Washington with
development.
the first and 10. Sam Howell passed to the right to Terry McLaurin for a 13-yard gain in the first down. Yes, indeed. Down to the Dallas 47. We are in Dallas territory and moving.
I, see, another
Gilmore
thing
hurt
is
himself
I,
on
I
that
want to
play.
I want to bring somebody in. See, this is the thing about young quarterbacks that I see a lot. Young quarterbacks don't have the right quarterback room, the right people around them. You know what I'm saying? So, my opinion, I think Eric Bieniemy has seen Patrick Mahomes have quarterback coaches, have people around him, have things like that. I think Bill Belichick, to like Tom, I think those caliber coaches, of course. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at where we're at now, um, and what we should do to build a better organization. And
That shit was in the flag.
I don't, I don't see. This is the thing. It's not that I'm pressed on the enemy. It's like what are the other options that we have that is better than him?
Now,
Straight up
that you
better.
don't never know. Who knew that the guy who Dan Campbell was going to be the coach he is with
But
the Lions, especially after that first season.
Mm-hmm.
well, I looked at their hard knocks. I looked at their hard knocks. When you looked in that room, you had NFL players that understand the other players. Eric Bieniemy, NFL player. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I think that we will get with Bieniemy versus take away. Dan Campbell, NFL player, hired an NFL player head coach, hired an NFL player defensive coordinator, hired an NFL player defensive line coach. You know what I'm saying? And I think Eric Bieniemy, he still has those connections to those players as well. You know what I'm saying? So I
24
think that I
nothing.
think that
Giants over the Eagles right now.
Wow, wow, wow.
Giants just scored a touchdown.
wow,
The Eagles must have
Tyrod
sat their players.
with Tyrod Taylor.
The Eagles had to
wow.
sit their players. They had to sit their players. I don't think Jalen Hurts and them goes out there and lays that big of an egg.
So you don't think they was trying to win the division? That's
They
that
didn't think that they might have thought that we wouldn't have a chance of winning.
man.
You right about that though. That is strange. They might just be really getting beat. Hold on, let's go and see. Let me see the numbers on this game a little bit. Let me keep on commentating my skin. Same how back to pass, throws it over to the right ball batted at the 10-yard line. Let me
I'm
go over
about
here and
to
investigate though. Let's investigate a little
I'm
bit.
about to go look. I'm about to go look.
Because you do make a strong point that they are playing for the division today. Wow.
Hey, question: can somebody also check the score of that Bills game?
Sam threw a pick. Sam
Jalen
Howell
Hurts
just
is definitely playing.
yeah, I'm about
He's 7 for
to say.
16 for 55 yards, a 3.4-yard average, one interception. His quarterback rating is currently
Yeah,
26.
I'm looking at the box score, my brother. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback that has been playing.
You know, so it's
Oh,
basically
Sam Howell interception over the middle.
I just
so it's
y'all ain't hear me just say that?
yeah.
Yeah,
So basically,
Curtis Samuel.
Jalen Hurts out there stinking it up.
I
Basically,
mean, he's
Yeah,
got
that's
one
what it
pick.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one pick, 55 yards.
Sam Howell is limping a little bit though.
If he got two
Sam Howell
sacks for
got hit in the
26
head
yards,
again.
so he
No
technically only
call
has
on
29
the
yards.
play.
I think
The hit
what
to the helmet.
Curtis, yeah, he got hit as he threw the ball. Sam Howell got hit and he got elbowed in the face as he threw the
He got
ball.
hit to the helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes he did. Yes he did. Jalen Hurts, they're down 24-0.
Mm. And
Wow,
Cowboys and the Eagles have the same exact record, sir. So if the Eagles
wow,
would have won this game, they would be in the division lead. Didn't they?
wow.
Didn't the Eagles beat the Cowboys the first game?
I believe so.
Yeah. So all they would have had to do was beat the Giants. What's the Giants record? The 5-11 Giants, and they would have the division title.
The Giants are actually 3-4 in the division.
All I'm saying is that they 5-11, and you
No, at
eleven and
home. Sorry,
five.
they 3-4 at
You
home.
11-5 with a chance to be division title winners, and you got zero.
and they
going into
stunk it up.
halftime.
They are stinking it up. They are definitely stinking it up.
You think the
It's
Giants
pretty
not
bad.
going to try to come out in the second half and score again? Like it's just 24-0 now.
I don't know if they come back from that.
That's what I said. The Giants are going to try to score more because they know that the Eagles are a fast scoring team. So they're going to try
Yeah.
to score more. And this might be Saquon Barkley's last game with the Giants. So he's also auditioning. He's
AJ
got,
Brown currently has 1 reception for 9 yards on 1 target.
yeah, I
Quez
seen that.
Watkins has 4 targets for 29
He having
yards.
him and Jalen Hurts is beefing for some reason. I don't even know how you win and start beefing with your quarterback when you're winning.
Yeah. Julio Jones has 2 receptions for 13 yards on 4 targets.
He just got to check.
It was a fumble. AJ Brown fumbled. He's the one that fumbled.
Hey, see, my thing is, I think Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big Alabama fan. Everybody know this, right? And I've been saying this since the beginning. I was like, that's the thing. That's why, as an Alabama fan, I always did like Tua over Hurts because Tua plays well in big games. He's consistent in big games. You know what I mean? Now, Hurts
I've
on
all
the
been.
other end, Hurts is up and down. He might have a hell of a big game, and then one of those big games, he might turn into what we seeing today.
Stephon Gilmore is leaving the game. Stephon Gilmore is leaving the game.
You
Prescott
know, so
Yeah,
got back to pass. He throws out to the outside is incomplete.
I'm with you,
yeah,
point.
so I mean, Hurts. I mean, I try to support the young bull, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Alabama,
God. Oh my gosh.
but
Out the backfield for 30 yards.
The running game. Oh man. Maybe I spoke too soon about y'all how that being
That's
there.
the pass out the backfield. It should have been.
Oh yeah. Saint Saint Juice was the one who got beat on that one.
Mm-mm-mm. How were you not playing man against CD Lamb? How you just decide to play zone against the only person they're gonna go to?
And they normally go to CeeDee Lamb on third downs, believe it or not. He gets 67% of their passes on third.
Hmm.
He's wide open on that one, pretty wide.
Mm.
1st and 10. Dallas is threatening again.
Oh, that was a false start. Oh,
That's
they
Quan
just
Martin,
cheated.
though. It's good to
They
see
just
Quan Martin
cheated.
back in the game.
They just cheated.
Emmanuel Forbes is in there as well, but he looks a little confused about what he's supposed to be doing. I
Oh
mean,
my God. Type of bum ass title
That's
was that?
all up to coaching though. He got to get his head around in no timing and know
No,
when
no,
he should turn
no.
around.
Reverse
Because
trash.
that pass in the end zone earlier
Reverse
could have been an easy
trash.
pick for him.
Reverse
Just turn your head
trash.
around. That's a pick. It's right there waiting for you.
oh
No
my
big
goodness,
son.
terrible tackling.
Reverse trash. Big son.
I know this, but
He
First
don't
and
got.
that
goal.
man
That's
still
what I'm
got to
saying.
work on his friends.
He don't got nobody coach him up right.
He got to do a Trent Williams. Go coach yourself up.
Got a
You
first
got somebody got to
and
go.
goal for Dallas
Somebody got
at the 4 yard line.
somebody got to go call Darrell Green.
I agree with that. I don't know why they ain't done it before. I mean, he's only like the best defensive player in the history of the team. I mean, he's still living. He's still young enough to help you. I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer to me.
D Hall. D Hall will really fix him.
Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys, 20 to
Yep.
10.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pass over the middle to CeeDee Lamb, 21 to 10. It's 29 seconds left. I think they should down it and go into halftime. Yeah, I think they should down it and go into halftime. Just my opinion, Just my opinion. I just think they should down it and go into halftime.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They are who I thought they
That was
was.
Cody Barton. Cody Barton didn't trail. Hudson had to kind of go a little minute to get to him. So yeah, did he get in though? Yeah, he got in. That's the touchdown for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. 23 seconds left. Again, I just think they should down it, go into the half,
Mhm.
down it, and go into the half. What y'all got
Oh,
on that drive? What y'all got on that drive? I got an F. I
F.
got an F for
What,
this
what
defense.
other grade?
All
What
for
you,
this. Yeah,
I told you. I
yeah. I got an
told
F
you.
for this defense. The whole first
The
half.
whole season. The whole goddamn season. Look,
F for the whole season,
hey,
motherfucker.
hey, look. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100. This is the last game, man. This is the last game. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. We missed some shit the whole fucking season. Offense, defense. You know, hey, V, you know what did not, you know what did not go bad this season?
What?
You know what did not go
What?
bad? Huh? Huh?
What?
Our punter. Like every fucking this season.
Did
Nah,
Our
not
he
go.
wasn't
punter.
He
that
didn't have.
good
He
either.
didn't
He
have his.
wasn't
He
that
didn't.
good this
This is
season.
probably his worst average of his entire
Yeah, he
career.
wasn't everything. I mean, this is why I say the Josh Hurst effect. That's
I'm
just
gonna
my
tell you
opinion.
why. Because he been punting all fucking season. He been punting for 7 years straight. The nigga leg is tired. Score some fucking touchdowns. Let's be real. It's like,
he he
I'm
has
gonna be
scored more
real.
touchbacks than the offense has touchdowns.
Joey Sly has been the best player on the team this year. I would say that. Joey
He,
fucking
he's
Sly.
had a, he's had a good season.
He's had a good
Joey
He's
Sly's
had
season.
a
had a good
fucking
season.
he's had a fucking great season compared to the rest of the team.
He's had a
That
good
nigga is
season.
league MVP compared to the rest of the fucking team. We been some shit. We been trash, and it's okay. It's okay because when you're trash, you're supposed to get a good draft pick. You're supposed to, okay? Because your team is
But
shit.
see now this is what bothers me a little bit about keeping a B enemy. If you keep the enemy, this ship doesn't get right soon without having a head coach that can that can tell him what to do. Because you're basically you don't have enough money to get rid of everybody. You got to keep some of these niggas. I mean, you got to keep some of these players. Pardon my French. Like, and some of these, like all today, made Brian Robinson a fumbler along with your other two running backs. So right now, you're carrying a roster full of fumblers. Even though I give Brian Robinson a little bit better of the handling, I don't necessarily think that he should be your number one back. I really feel like there's probably a few more backs that are like got more burst. You might could be able to squeeze in to Saquon, but and that's just because you need somebody that has some hatred for the
Yeah,
Giants for not respecting them
Saquon,
because you
Saquon.
haven't beat the
Yep.
Giants ever. Like I don't remember the last time we beat the Giants in a respectful manner. Like will we beat them? Like I bet Coach every year, God rest his soul, while he's alive. Bro, I probably only collected money twice in like 8 years, bro. The Giants and the Giants have been just as bad as us in that 8 years span. I think they went to the playoffs one time. We can't be losing to the worst teams in the league and then we pop up and beat one of the good teams and like, yeah, we can be better. No, if you lose to the worst team in the league or one of the worst teams in the league, you are who you thought you were. You just play good some days. This is a disappointing year, bro. Like super disappointing. Expectations were good. I had faith in the commander name trying to, find a way to win people over. Nope. It sucks. Just like the name. The team and the name match energy. Suck.
Absolutely.
Suck.
Absolutely. Trash. Trash. Gutter
Trash.
trash.
Just trash.
Like, I'm going to be real. I don't necessarily, like I said, I looked at this year and I had optimism. To me, the one of the issues I think, and we probably didn't see this early on, is that Jack Del Rio don't really do shit in the first half. Okay, we all said this for years and years, and this is where I can blame Jack a little bit. He don't switch it up. He don't blitz. He didn't do much in the first half. And so we never really got defensive pressure the way I feel like we should have. And what I mean by pressure, not just pressuring the quarterback, I mean just pressuring the offense. Having the offense say, we actually got to go out there against them, and it's going to be a problem. I don't think offenses feared us, you know? And so while getting Forbes, I think was I, I, I don't think he was a bad pick. I do think now, hindsight, Gonzalez might have been a better pick, you know?
He out for the year though.
Huh?
He got hurt for the year though.
He did. He did. I said maybe, but I'm talking about just play on the field. Now, hopefully,
Hmm.
Gonzalez comes back and is playing at the level he was playing before he got hurt. But if Forbes is playing at the level he played this year, Gonzalez is going to be a better corner.
Hmm.
You know, I think that but this is the thing, I do like Forbes, and I think he will develop.
Join the club. Hmm. Okay.
'Hello?
You on mute, bro.
7 carries for 18 yards. Let me go that. Let me go over there back. Let me go back over that. You got Sam Howell. Sam Howell. For Washington, 14 for 21, 109, 109 yards, 2 yard average, one touchdown, one interception, one sack for 8 yards, 7.75.3 passer rating. You got, on the other hand, you have Dak Prescott, 17 for 21, 167, two touchdowns, one interception, a 111-yard passing. So Cowboys got the edge right there on the passing. Tony Pollard has 10 rushes for 54 yards, 5.4-yard average, one touchdown. Brian Robinson has 7 carries for 18 yards, 2.8-yard average. So it seems like Pollard got the edge on that one. Curtis Samuel adds with 1 carry for 15 yards, and Sam Howell has 3 carries for 3 yards. CeeDee Lamb dominating right now, 7 catches for 58 yards, 8.3-yard average and a touchdown, and he has 7 catches on 7 targets. I mean, that is pretty bad. Terry McLaurin having a mediocre game, but he does lead the team. 3 receptions for 37 yards, 12-yard average on 4 targets. Johan Dotson has 2 catches for 17 yards. Mediocre. Curtis Samuel, mediocre. 2 catches for 15 yards. On the Dallas side, you have Rico Doodle with that 30-yard screenplay that we saw towards the end of the half. And you got Jake Ferguson, 3 catches for 31 yards. That's a decent first half for a tight end. 3 catches for Brandon Cooks for 27 yards. So Washington, overall overall, Washington just is behind on the 8 ball on the defensive side. Terrell Burgess leads the team in tackles with 5 solo tackles. Khalid Hudson is next with 5 total tackles and 3 solos. Emmanuel Forbes has 4 tackles, 4 solos. Jatavius Martin has 4 total tackles, 3 solos, and 1 pass deflection. You got Chandler has 3 total tackles and 2 solos. David Mayo has 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Deron Payne has 2 tackles, 1 solo. Colby Barton has 2 tackles, 1 solo. Jatavius Martin Quan Martin, Jatavius Martin with the interception for 7 yards. Let's get Vito back on in here. Uh-oh. Vito, you got to clear it and come on back. So that's really the first half. What the first half looked like. We're gonna go into the second to some other games and highlights. Yeah, you got to clear it up, Vito. My bad, y'all. My bad. So going to halftime, Seattle Seahawks up 13-6 on the Arizona Cardinals. That game we'll pay closely attention to because that does affect our draft position. You have the Green Bay Packers 14-6 up on the Chicago Bears. Currently, this is in the third quarter, late in the third quarter. That's a low-scoring game, but Green Bay looks like they might take that one. The Kansas City Chiefs are up 10-6 against the LA Chargers, and the Denver Broncos are down 17-7 to the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Philadelphia Eagles still have yet to score at halftime. 24 to Donut Pockets, baby. Donut Pockets. The LA Rams are down 20-7 to the first place San Francisco 49ers. I believe they have clinched in the NFC a bye. So, got interested with what you got going on, man. What you got going on. Shout out to everybody out there watching. It's the Nature Sports Network. You know, we're giving y'all this last Redskin game. What y'all got? I mean, what y'all want to see in the all season? I mean, give me something, fellas. What y'all think? What y'all think about the first half? At least let's get your thoughts on the first half.
First half to me, started out pretty good, getting some turnovers and trying to go for it on 4th down. Eric Bieniemy opened up the playbook a little bit, but then Ron's defense started the riverboat, and we have the score as it is right now. And off season, I'm just looking for them to do something better than what we've seen around the last 25 years. And that's a whole lot. So, I don't know what they're gonna do as far as going forward. Maybe some linebackers are definitely in order. Some offensive linemen definitely in order. Some I'll say a tight end for sure. Quarterback. Whole lot of things need to be changing around here. Coaches, schemes, the way we do things. So we gonna see.
Absolutely. As far as what I think is, as far as the first half, the interception was tough. I think you got to be careful throwing the ball over the middle, like that. That was really unfortunate because you were moving towards field goal range. So that kind of was just, that was a big one right there, in my opinion. Defensively, it's been bad, man. Maybe Ron Rivera called himself doing the team a favor by losing based on draft position or whatnot. But his defense has been really bad, really, really bad. I mean, Dallas, when you look at the numbers, Dallas had 65 yards, 71 yards, 36, 67. So he has two 67-yard drives, an 85-yard drive, a 71-yard drive, and another 36-yard drive. I mean, no 3-and-outs, no sacks, I believe. You had the interception on the batted ball. That was a good thing. But outside of that, I mean, you really can't give him no credit for doing much of nothing. It's been pretty bad on Ron Rivera's end. You know, it's been pretty bad. So, shout out to everybody out there, man. Last game of the season. But y'all already know we're going to be doing a little something for y'all. Opened up, y'all can check the Twitter. We are currently simulcasting, so we are on YouTube as well at Studio Runners. And we are also on Twitter, well, X. That's the new name for X as well on the audio side. So shout out to everybody out there listening on X, a.k.a. Twitter. And everybody out there listening on YouTube. Y'all know what we do. It's ETA Money Row, Big Sun, Point B, Uptown Vito, The Nature Show. Nature's
Yes,
Podcast.
sir. Yeah, they back in action, man. Just kicked it off. Dallas got the ball.
Getting a little
Dak
feedback from
Prescott,
somebody.
play action. He throws
Somebody's
the
audio.
ball to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is covered by two defenders and still comes down with the pass.
We getting a little feedback from you. Somebody on their end. All right, got you. Got you good.
Dak Prescott under center single back. Think he's switching to a running play. Yes, he is. He turned around, hands the ball off Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard gets 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. I mean, at the end of the day, that defense going to have to at least show up. If they can get one stop, you can get them back in the game. If that's what you want to do.
Dak and shotgun, drop back, looked. Fires to CeeDee Lamb to the left. Wide open. Coverage on Khalid Hudson. Gets the first down.
The Cowboys in hurry up offense. Cowboys in hurry up offense. They've been killing us with the hurry up as well all game long. They've been, doing us a number. Ron Rivera defense haven't been able to keep up with it. And that's how CeeDee Lamb got a lot of his yards is through the hurry up offense.
They line up, hand the ball off, and he's stuffed by Khalid Hudson on the play.
Yeah, they're going to have to really catch up to that hurry up offense, Definitely.
Good
So
tackle by Cody Barton. They ran the play, and they almost got it all for the first down on the screen. Cody Barton was blue pass, but he still made the tackle.
yeah, he's got a 3rd and 5. If Washington can come up with a stop here, get them off the field, get the ball back, that'd be a win for the defense. Where you ain't got many wins so far. They do got a good opportunity to get a stop here, though. on the 3rd and 5. CeeDee Lamb. I mean, this defense, St. Juice is getting tore off. Pass to the short left.
I think
CeeDee Lamb for 10
Full should
yards.
play Lamb.
Got another 1st and 10 for Dallas. Down to the 37-yard line. Yeah. You got to do much. I mean, you got to just, I don't know. 6-yard run for Tony Pollard to the left tackle. 6 yards. I mean, they hitting the same offense, basically. They're not really doing nothing special. They just going fast. I mean,
Tony Pollard stuffed on the play by Khalid Hudson again. 3rd down and
3,
9 looks
4,
like coming up. No, 3rd down and 5.
5,
Okay.
5, 4, 5. Yeah.
Dak
Yeah.
Prescott in the shotgun. Drops back, he looks. He escapes a man and fires. And it is caught by his tight end, St. Juice on the cover. St. Juice gets torched up by everybody.
Ferguson with the catch. I mean, Ferguson is having a decent game today. I can't even knock that, you know. And like you said, they attack and say Juice at this point. They see him as the weak link. They're going at him every time. So Ron Rivera got to see that and put a man underneath him or over top of him and give him an opportunity to catch his breath. Hudson has made a couple tackles. Hudson got a couple tackles for a loss in this game. He's playing pretty good. Dallas about to score again. This is getting ugly. Dodo with the run down to Washington's 5. CeeDee Lamb on the catch down to Washington 6 for -1 yard. Kelly on the tackle. I mean, Washington got to make Dallas is at their Washington 5-yard line. If there's any time to make a stand in this drive, this is going to be the time. You know, Dak Prescott is known to make a few mistakes, so you just gotta make him do it. You know, you gotta make him do it. Dallas really is doing nothing but a hurry up offense. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's nothing special that they doing.
Down by CeeDee Lamb on which a play I thought that their offensive line was holding on multiple calls, but no call called, and Dak scrambles and throws for a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb.
The tackling has been horrible in this game. The tackling has been horrible. CeeDee Lamb with another touchdown. I believe he has 2 in this game. That's his 2nd touchdown. Since week 6, CeeDee Lamb has had 105 catches, 1st in the league, 1,300 yards, 1st in the league, and 21 catches over 20 yards, 1st in the NFL. Well,
You know what that means? He gonna get to the playoffs, and everybody gonna be focused in on CeeDee Lamb, and somebody else gonna have to actually show up.
yeah, and I don't think they have that. You know,
You know, I'm gonna just be 100. You know, that's
that
how I look
pass
at
on
it.
that last touchdown pass, the pass rush was atrocious. The pass rush was atrocious and
They not
non-existent.
actually out there playing, bro. You know, at this point.
I don't. But again, let me say this. It's the last game of the season. You are on your home field. You are playing your arch rivals. And I'm gonna leave it there. if you think it's okay to go out there and give an effort like that in this type of scenario, I mean,
I mean, in a tanking season,
I don't believe in those. So for me, it burns my skin that we lose to the Cowboys. I don't know about y'all.
I'm just saying, like we tanking, and I said that from the beginning after we traded Chase and Montez Sweat. If you can remember,
Right.
I said right away, we are tanking. We are tanking. I will give it
Vito,
to
I don't know.
you. I'm gonna give it
Right.
to you, bro. You said Josh Harris is a tanking ass nigga, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
excuse my language, but he said he was tanking.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, the reality of it is, we knew what we was getting ourselves into and got ourselves into it anyway. I'm gonna say this now: Washington sports teams need to be owned by Washingtonians
I agree.
because all these other people, the Ted Leoneses, the A. Polands, the Josh Harrises, the Dan Snyders, ain't none of them from DC.
I,
You get what
I agree.
I'm saying? And they don't got the love for the city that a owner should have. Now, I'm not sure where Jerry from, but Jerry loved Dallas. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with that. He's from Oklahoma,
And
I believe.
if I'm not mistaken, he went to Oklahoma State.
Right.
But so my thing is though, he loved him some Dallas. I don't think these guys love DC. I don't. I'm just sorry. I just don't. None of them. I don't think they love DC. So there you have it. We got owners that don't care about the city. So they don't care about winning for the city. You know what I'm saying? To them, it's
I agree
a
with that.
business investment. It's a business investment. All of it to them. So until we get some people in here that actually love the city, care about the city, care about the people here, you know, I think we're gonna have these same type of results from our sports franchises, especially this one. As Josh Harris proved, he'll lose 5, 6 years in a row without a problem. You know?
I agree.
The only problem with that is in this sports genre here, you can't just do that. Not in football, you're gonna lose your money you just spent.
Uh,
You can't sit
Not
up there and
really,
win 5 seasons straight.
not really. See, because this the thing, they are using our games as a second, as a home game for certain teams. The
Yeah, but
Pittsburghs, they
they're not
close.
sitting in the
The
stadium. They
Phillies,
don't show the whole
they
stadium.
close.
They just show the first and the second level. What about the rest of the stadium? And the second level don't be all the way full. You see what I'm
I,
saying?
no, I can agree. It's going to hurt the team. It's going to hurt the fans. It's going to hurt the bottom line of money. I agree with that. But they can get through. Me and Ro had a conversation, and every year they going to get a certain budget anyway. Win, lose, or draw. Now, will Josh Harris put money in his pocket? Maybe not. But holding on to an investment that you holding on for long term is different.
Ain't gonna be that easy here. You only got four losing seasons before they call him for the owner head. We seen that with Dave Snyder all this years here. Every fifth year he went to the playoffs. He's calling for his job. is that Lucas is trash. He just got dogged by Mika Parsons.
Mm.
He is trash.
How many sacks Mika Parsons got this year?
I have no idea.
I'll put it up.
Punt is blocked. The punt is blocked.
Uh-oh. That might give him life.
We fell on it. No, they blocked the Redskins
Oh my
punt.
goodness. Yeah, the Redskins do got the ball. Yeah. Sorry, I was pulling up the Parsons thing.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Lucas got dog pretty bad.
Come on, Trash. You got to see that.
He has 13 this year.
Cowboys have the ball in the Redskins territory.
Cowboy, yeah. Yeah.
They hand the ball off, and Pollard gets about 5 yards. Flag on the play. I'm guessing it's a hold.
Any Cowboy fan that is proud that y'all are beating a tanking team, I will see you next week. I'm just saying. Y'all gonna show y'all gonna get exposed next week because y'all beating a team that is not trying to win. So we spanking y'all is just not.
I agree to a certain extent because we is doing this to ourselves.
We're not trying to win though, son. It's different if we were trying to win. We're obviously not trying to win. We're trying to get draft position.
If it was us
You know,
beating them, I'm gonna be honest. If it was us beating them, I'm gonna keep it real. I would be talking big trash. You would have no choice. This is the Cowboys. There are no rules.
hey,
If you
hey, no,
lose, you
I'm
get
not
beat.
saying I'm not saying that they don't get their bragging rights for the year, which they do. But I personally wouldn't be like we know that they're taking. They're trying. They're not trying.
What's up, G baby? What's happening, bro?
Yes, indeed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the big hole. Look
Ferguson
at that hole right there.
over the middle with the catch. It's getting ugly out there. To get blown out by Dallas 2 years. I
I
mean,
don't know. Dallas don't know they're about to score right here. This might go down as a pick.
that's my only thing. To get blown out by Dallas is the problem. You get what I'm saying? You can lose to.
I mean, I get you. I get you. I get you. But all I'm saying is that, like, I would not. I would wait till the end of the game. We whoop y'all ass, ha 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 ha, and then keep it moving because I wouldn't even. To me, just my opinion. You know, I don't get no bragging rights off beating a team that's not playing.
It is division though, son. This your rival. It don't even matter about bragging rights.
No, I'm saying at the end of the game. That's why I said at the end of the game, my opinion. This is what I'm all giving my opinion. End of the game, I get to talk shit, especially to the next year. We sparked y'all both times. We da 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 da. During the game, a team that's not even trying to win, I'm like, all right, these niggas ain't trying to win. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, who was that?
I mean, for the sake of the playoffs, I agree with you. I wouldn't be looking at
Brandon
this.
Cooks another touchdown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be looking at this as an indication of what we're going to do in the playoffs. I will say I'm with you on that one, but overall, it's still the Redskins or the
Brandon
Cowboys.
Johnson.
So to beat them, I mean, especially in DC, it's going to be really rowdy in DC this week. Trust, it's going to be rowdy. Y'all know what this is. Everybody know what this is except Ron Rivera and Josh Hurst. You know, it's Redskin Cowboys, man. You get beat like that 20 twice this year. This is a season we're not going to outlive in a long time unless we get beat like this again next year.
Who is Kelly? Who is this guy Kelly they done brought? He getting torched out there.
They
I knew it was gonna be something when they
Worst
said
defense.
Kendall Fuller, Christian Holmes, and well, Castro really don't matter. Castro Fields don't matter. But Kendall Fuller and Christian Holmes wasn't playing. I was like, oh, this the secondary about to get torched.
Yeah. Worst defense in the history of the Redskins. Worst defense
I
in the
got
history of the Redskins.
I got a question. I got a question. Do we get rid of Kendall Fuller this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would.
Yep. So we
Nah,
over the Kendall Fuller
nah. Kendall
effect.
Fuller them had a halfway decent season. I ain't gonna lie. They torching everybody else. He's been one of the solid people here. I would bring Kendall Fuller back.
He got torched up too.
A couple games. He wasn't bad. He wasn't exactly bad this year. I wouldn't say he was bad. He
AJ
had a couple.
Brown, DJ Moore.
I don't think he
Yeah.
got a chance to check them. I think they put them on St. Juice in them side, from what I
Mm-hmm.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Nah.
Uh-uh.
He got torched a couple times.
I ain't gonna
He
say
got
he
torched
didn't
a
get
couple
torched a couple
times.
times, but he hasn't had a bad season, I don't think.
Yeah, that's
Not the what
what I'm saying.
not to the level this defense done been. That's more about where I'm at with it. Like he ain't been as bad as this defense has been. This defense is the worst Redskins defense I've ever seen. Legitimately. This is the worst defense I've ever seen the Redskins play in a season, in a 16 game span, or 17, whatever you want to call it. I've never seen them this bad.
Yeah, it's over.
You know, I've never seen them this bad in this span of a season. You know, 35 points. And I mean, when you look at the point totals, I mean, you can look back, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. I'm gonna pull up some stats for y'all just so I make sure I'm accurate on what I'm telling y'all. But this defense, for me at least, the numbers are off the charts. The play is off the charts. This defense gave you really no chance to win, and I'm gonna be honest with you. When Del Rio was there, it was bearable. When Chase Young and Montez Sweat was here, I do think in the beginning of the season you put too many chips in Forbes. You started Forbes from the beginning. I don't know what type of preparation you did with him that would make you believe that he was capable of being out there on the island by himself his first year. Whatever you did, I mean, right now it looks like a bad pick. It looks like a really bad pick. And I'm not blaming Forbes. It could be the coach. It just doesn't look like a good marriage. So that's really, the concern for me is when it comes to Forbes, it just doesn't look like something that should have been done at the number one overall pick. It looks like a really, 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 really bad pick.
I'm not gonna say it looked like a bad pick. He might develop into a good player. He is a decent cornerback. I feel. I feel like he's had some bad plays. He had some good plays too. But I think we should have drafted an offensive lineman to be 100. I definitely think we should draft an offensive lineman.
That's why I said when it comes to team need, what you needed at the time, what your failures were the year before that. You did have some, I mean, defense, you drafted on the defensive side of the ball. Again, you really didn't need as much or defensively as you did
You
probably
needed a lot.
offense.
You needed a lot more offense. We needed a line and a tight end
Terry
on the offensive
McClung got
side of the ball.
983 yards on the season right now. 77 catches.
Mm.
Okay, they do a play action pass to Gibson. Gibson gets the first down out of Shaq. Out of I don't know if that was shotgun or Anderson.
That was
Play
McLaurin.
happened pretty
Sorry.
fast.
That was Gibson. Yeah, Gibson for the 13-yard down to the Washington
Terry
42.
McClung's record as an Ohio State player, 62-7, Commanders player, 29, 52, and 1. Terry McLaurin is used to winning. So they want to keep him around here. They better bring some winning product in.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't look too good right now. On the defensive end this season, Washington, let's get to Washington. Washington has given up today 35. Last week 27, 35 so far. You got a whole nother quarter left. This could be a 50. Dallas could easily score 50 points in this game. 50 to 10. I mean, it's pretty
No, I don't see
bad.
50 to 10. I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, so the Washington has put up 27 games, give up 27 to San Francisco last week, 30 to the Jets the week before that, 28 to the Rams the week before that, 45 to the Dolphins, 45 to the Cowboys, 31 to the Giants, 29 to the Seattle Seahawks, 17 when Jack Del Rio was still here to the Patriots, 14 to the Giants when Jack Del Rio was still here, 31 to the Eagles. You expect that. The Eagles are a good team. Let's keep on going down the list. Yeah, 31 to the Eagles, 17, 26 to the Seahawks. In a win, though. They won on that game. 31 to the Giants. That's not good. 45 in the beginning of the season. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going down the same list. All right.
Sam Howell goes down the field. He was throwing to Terry McLaurin, who was pushed out of bounds on the play. And when he came back in bounds, the ball was intercepted
Mm.
by Bland. Sam Howell pushed the ball down the field. My thing is, there's plenty of time to break that record. But you got to be more decisive with your passing. Sam, if anything, I would have probably pump faked that, rolled out, and made sure my man had leverage on the play. He didn't have leverage on the play. He was double covered.
Yeah, it's pretty
And the
bad.
man made a play, Sam.
They gave up 31-4 to the Eagles, 37 to the Bills, 35, 33 to the Broncos in a win, 16 to the Cardinals, 19 to the Bengals. Oh, so that's all preseason. Sorry. So yeah, it started out 16 to the Cardinals. 33, 37, 34, 40 to the Bears, 16 to the Falcons, 14 to the Giants, 31.
Jack had some bad. I'm not to cut you off, but Jack had some bad games, but Jack also had some good
Yes,
games.
he did.
All we've seen,
Yes, he
is
did.
bad games from Ron Rivera.
Yes, he did.
It ain't been no good games from Ron Rivera. All bad ones.
Yes, he did.
Another indication that we were tanked.
Yeah. 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 I agree with that. I agree with that totally. I'm gonna be honest. It's hard not to blame ownership because the for me the only thing that was you had some personnel changes, but that's all on ownership. Ownership could have easily pulled Ron Rivera in there after week 3 or 4 and say, hey, what are you doing out there on defense? Or offense or whatever. Can we make some changes? Like you could have put some pressure on them as an owner that what you wanted this year was for them to win. But I think you really did do the opposite. Period. And I'm not sure that's fair to a fan base who have to go to work with Cowboy fans on Monday after they beat you 45 to 10 on Thanksgiving Day. So that's the problem I have with it.
CeeDee Lamb, 12 catches, 92 yards, 2 TDs. That's
Um,
crazy.
Defensive passing hasn't been too bad. You know what actually has been bad this year? The running running has been pretty bad. 184 to the San Francisco 49ers, 164 to the Jets, 196 to the Rams, 123 to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins also Dolphins didn't have that many, but they had 283. That's a high, but not for the Dolphins. The
But that's
Cowboys,
with Jonathan Allen and Payne
yeah,
in there.
the Cowboys had 100, 108 on Thanksgiving. Before that, the Giants had 174 on the ground, and then you got another. The Patriots even in the loss had 124. They also had 308 passing. They've only given up passing is actually only given up 300-yard games in the last 10. But that's probably because teams have been up and just ran the ball at the end of the game after being up, like today, 35-10. You're not going to really pass the ball much, and you don't mind going 3-and-out. So I think that's more of a reflection of that than anything.
Yeah, man.
And when you
This
look
is
at the
real
point
utterly
spreads are
disgusting
crazy.
to me. We knew we weren't going nowhere last year in the playoffs, and it didn't matter at the end of the year because I was at that game. We beat the stuffing out of Dallas in that game. Dallas only scored 6 points.
Yeah, yeah.
I was at that game. And they didn't sit none of their starters. They played everybody. Just like in this game. So y'all sitting up here playing for playoff position. Draft position. Like that ain't about nothing right now.
Yeah,
It's about taking this opportunity to go in there and change the pace and the trajectory of things for next season.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? It's time to build the mold up. Like what are y'all doing? Y'all wasting time at this point. It ain't fair to the fan base. If you want to win next year, you got to start this year. Not saying you have to win this year, but you have to do certain things for you to win next year.
Dak Prescott
Up
has
here,
four
bag on
touchdowns.
rival. Oh, now you can lose some, but get blown out like this. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Dak Prescott has 4 touchdowns in this game. No sacks.
That's ridiculous.
Dallas has, even in this game, 117 rushing yards. And most of those came in the first half, though, to be honest.
Mm.
The Alex Amir has, no, not Alex Amir, no, sorry. Khalil Hudson. Khalil Hudson has 10 tackles in this game. 2 tackles for a loss. There's been no quarterback hits on Dak Prescott all game long, not one. And to add injury to insult or insult to injury, whichever way you want to put it, Montez Sweat is a Pro Bowler this year, and Chase Young is a Pro Bowler this year. Granted,
Wow.
Chase Young is an alternate, but Montez Sweat is a Pro Bowl. He was voted actually in the Pro Bowl, straight up.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, Montez Sweat is a Pro Bowler, and Chase Young is an alternate in the Pro Bowl.
Mm.
So, Redskins, y'all can say what you want, but we didn't have any Pro Bowlers. Not one. Nobody from the Redskins went to Pro Bowls this year. Pro Bowl this year. Not one offensive or defensive or special teams player. Nobody. That's been the first time in a very long time we didn't have at least one Pro Bowler. In a very long time. I can't remember. Even in our really bad years, after Joe Gibbs retired, the North Turner years, Brian Mitchell was in the Pro Bowl every year, or Matt Turk, or Reggie Roby, or whoever we had. We always had at least one guy that can make the Pro Bowl. For us to have
Mm-hmm.
zero,
We had 2 guys that could make the Pro Bowl. We traded them in the same year that they made the Pro Bowl.
that shows. I mean, somebody got to take the blame for that. Y'all, I mean, the lack of effort that this organization showed this year it's disrespectful to people that's spending their money to go to the games, in my opinion. That's why I ain't spending no money to do nothing with them, because they got this new regime. Josh Harrison coming. That was a good tackle by Anderson on Pollard right up the middle. So just, I mean, you really just gotta take it stride by stride. Let me say that, and don't spend no money. I wouldn't, at least. I don't advise any fans to. I mean, it's just my opinion. This is not the view. With Joe Gibbs in the building watching that. Oh my God, how embarrassing! Y'all got Big Joe in there today. Redskins and Cowboys. Joe Gibbs came out. That shows you. For anybody who think this don't mean, that man is a billionaire. For him to take his time to come out, Redskins, Cowboys, for those who think this don't mean nothing. I'm sorry, it does. It don't matter. I mean, this blood right here. Blood, baby. Blood. You know. And if you ain't playing for blood, that's why Jerry Jones. Man, what?
Pam said that you guys really expect everything else. No one else on this team knows shit about the rivalry or anything. To spend money, they, they are worse than the 2024 Pistons. They
Yeah.
just like spend money for
I don't
what? Yeah.
care if you lose
See,
every
Forbes.
game. I don't care if you lose every game in the season. You better beat them goddamn Cowboys. I'd rather you lose. They just lost to everybody else and just won them 2 games if you're going to do this. And we got the #1 overall.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather y'all do that. I'm going to keep it real. I would have rather y'all beat these people here twice and lose every other game if you was going to go out with a 5-win season or 4-win season. Sorry, whatever we have right now, 4 wins. Hey, you can scratch all of them off the board and give me Dallas twice. If y'all was going to tank, you better know exactly how to tank around here. You can't tank any old way. You better know how to tank, because there's ways you could tank where people like, you know what? Guess what? We might have lost, but we ain't lose to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones understood that when he first bought the Cowboys. You know, in our 1990 in the 1990 season, the Dallas Cowboys went 0-15, and they played us the last game of the season, or not the last game of the season. Sorry, I don't want to mistake that. But the only win they had, it was 1-15 the whole season. The only win they had, guess who it was against who? It's against us. It's against us. So you better understand. You can tank, but it's way
We
to
we
tank
ain't get a
around.
winner. We ain't get a win against the division this year.
Not a 1 win against nobody in the division. You're absolutely right. Got swept by the whole division.
Yeah.
Not even the lowly Giants. And I can't even call them lowly right now because they beating the crap out of the Eagles. So they ain't the lowly
Pounds
Giants right
say
now.
pounds 1600 says, because y'all know what it means to play the Cowboys. Who on that team, from the front office to the ball boy, are not Redskins?
That's real. They need to get that. That's the thing we was telling about Darryl Green. You got to get some people who
Daryl Green,
understand what,
D'Angelo Hall,
yeah, who
you know what
understand
I'm
what this
saying?
is. Yeah,
Doc Walkers. I have Doc come here and be a coach. Doc. Because Doc ain't going for it.
right.
But, you know what I'm saying? People who were Brian Mitchell, they broadcast about it, they talk about it. They definitely wouldn't be going for none of the stuff that's going on right now in the
Yeah,
organization.
they don't understand. Family members, it's Cowboy fans. Family members.
Yeah.
It's blood around here with that, man. Y'all playing with that. That'll get you fired quick. Lose to them people's enough times and see what happened around here. If you want, as an owner, as whoever, one thing Snyder understood, you got to beat them sometimes, Joe. You can't be and you can't get blowed out with so many times to them. Like we got blowed out this year twice. If
Mm-hmm.
if this happened again, I don't really want this dude as an owner no more. Period. I don't care what he do. Period. I do not care what that man do. If you, the NFC East has not had a repeat champion since 2005. That's 18 years. Why? Because it's blood around these parts. You can't lose to these people but so many times. Owners, coaches, you can't even keep your job losing to these people like that. That's why you keep having these repeat winners, because you can't lose to these people but so much before somebody lose their job. Straight up.
Yeah.
This blood.
This true.
Yeah, this ain't sweet. This ain't sweet. I don't care if you rooting for us to get. Look at Dallas running it up. They got 405 yards to our 166 yards. And Dallas ain't taking no foot off, no gas or nothing. They still in hurry up offense. Why? Because it's us. They're not supposed to take their foot off the gas. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Again,
Dallas missed the kick. Dallas missed the kick.
Yeah. But we need to understand, we need to keep scoring. Keep playing, champ. If y'all want to tank the game over, keep playing. Y'all better understand who you playing against. Dallas understand. That's why they trying to run it up. But you're right, Pam. The only reason we still watching is because we real Redskins fans. I totally agree. 1,000,000%. You know, I totally agree. You know, totally agree 1,000,000%, man. But at the same time, it's us fans to let the other fans know, nah, champ. One thing about it, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. That's like your girl cheating on you with your enemy. That's what that's equivalent to. Your girl, your wife cheating on you with your enemy, a dude that try to kill you. That's what that's equivalent to, losing to these people like that. 45, 50, and all that to the Cowboys. There ain't nothing cool about that. That's
on low level.
Yeah, that's somebody shooting up the funeral. That's somebody shooting up. That's what that is equivalent to. Losing them people like that. That's the one jersey. I don't care what happened in life. You ain't gonna never catch on my back, dead or alive. I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened. That's one team I just wouldn't have played for. I would have set it out. If I came out of college and they said, "Don't scrub," I'd have said, "Nah, wait till the next year. I'm going back to college." Nah.
I would have had to make a Eli Manning call. I'm not playing for them.
Yeah, I'm not playing for them. No. I'd have told them, though. I would have told them, don't draft me. I'm not playing for y'all. Why would you ever waste your draft pick like that? Because that's what it's going to be. I wouldn't dare put that jersey on. My skin will fall off if I put that jersey on.
I put it on to make sure we don't go to the playoffs every time we see skins.
I'm just saying, my competitive nature won't let me do that. So that's why I ain't going to even put it on. I go play for the Packers. I wouldn't put on the Eagles jersey or Giants. I probably wouldn't play for them either. But I definitely now I still wouldn't play for them either. But I really wouldn't play for no Cowboys. See, I'll take some money to put on a Eagles jersey. You pay me enough, I put an Eagles jersey on. Pay me enough, I put a Giants jersey on. But ain't no amount of money in the world you can give me to put on a Cowboys jersey.
To make sure the Skins go to the Super Bowl, I'm there. I'm sorry. Put it on me. I'm flying the whole way. I'm LeBron the whole way. Yeah, we going to the bowl. We're going to win. All right, bet. I got y'all. What I need to do? Who? I'm right guard. All right, they coming through every time. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not enough money in the world. Not enough money in the world. Man, shout out to everybody out there on Instagram. Everybody out there on not Facebook, we ain't on Facebook,
They,
but
they
everybody out there
gonna
on
have to bench you,
Instagram,
big son.
YouTube.
Big son, they got to bench you.
Uh,
They gonna bench
nah,
shit out you, big son.
nah. What happened is, I'll be like, all right, coach, I got you, coach. It ain't gonna happen again. Go wait till that thing at the end of the game. When it's called a sack, yeah, all game over. I don't know what happened, coach. I was in it. Yeah, yeah, he ain't gonna bench me. We gonna take that win all the way.
The Dallas Cowboys
Yeah, nah.
just kicked a field goal
And missed it.
and missed the field goal. Washington gets the ball back at the 25-yard line with a pass out to Terry McLaurin for maybe 5 or 6 yards. I would like to see Washington try to make some effort in the end of this game. I'm sorry, you are playing the Dallas Cowboys. It's unacceptable for you not
Well,
to play like this your last dollar on
but
the
I'm sorry.
line.
I'm sorry to tell you, bro. They playing with no effort.
That's
Sam
what,
Howell
hey,
literally seen that man run out of the backfield after the play action. You can see the man on the side throw the ball. That's why we talking about Sam Howell holds the ball too long. Everybody, the line bad. No, he need to get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball, bruh.
yeah,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Somebody chipped him up.
we
Oh,
got a sack
it's just getting
by
worse and worse. It's just getting worse
Armstrong.
and worse. Another sack.
Oh
Who
my
stepped on
goodness,
his
two
foot?
straight sacks.
Is that Daniels? Hold on. Is that Daniels? Let me find out Brady Daniels playing in this game.
You got a 2nd and 17 for Washington.
About to be
He
third and
sacked again.
21.
Yeah, 3rd and 21. 3 and out, another 3 and out. I mean, somebody has to be held accountable for these losses to the Cowboys like this.
2, 3.
I mean,
Sam
that's
Howell,
just
Sam Howell at the worst time of the game just tries to climb the pocket and get sacked. I'm like, bro, climb. Oh man, wheel out of the pocket. Why he don't know how to wheel out? He always want to run up the. He got sacked.
yeah. Somebody got to be held accountable. Somebody got to be held accountable for this play out here at home. I don't care if it's the last game of the season or not. You telling me after 17 games in the season, y'all still look like y'all in preseason? After 17 games, it's unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. I'm gonna try to get Vito back in. I mean, this is unacceptable.
This is terrible. But it is what it is. Back to punting on 4th and 24. Trustway gets the ball. He punts it. He gets it off down the field. Man, receiver, he trots back a little bit. He gets his foot and runs, but it's caught by number 58, Addington. I don't know that guy.
Sam,
I've seen him before.
Sam. I mean, Sam Howell literally every time he dropped back, he sacked. Washington hasn't scored any points since the first quarter. And I mean, he got 2 men. I don't know. I mean, what was that? Leno Jr. He has been horrible since he's been here.
No,
I'm sorry.
that ain't
Uh,
Leno. They set Leno down last
oh,
week.
that's
That's
Lucas.
Lucas.
Oh
Lucas is
yeah. I don't.
garbage too. He got to
But
go.
for him to come out there and look like that, I'm not sure why Ron Rivera would put. I wouldn't even have felt comfortable putting Sam Howell in like that. I would have had to call somebody in at least to pay him for a game. I pay you for a game. Come play. He shouldn't be out there at left tackle blocking like that. He, he's not a professional left tackle. Let's call it like it is. These are not
He's
professionals.
terrible.
This is not. Yeah, these are not professionals. These are not professionals. Good tackle though on special teams. It's a great tackle on special teams. You know, Addington,
Yeah.
great tackle.
Need to look
Addington.
at guys like that. You know what I'm saying? For next season, need to look for guys like that. You know,
Yeah,
making plays like that on special teams. He can make a play like that on defense.
Yeah, Vito say he been saying that all year. Vito, you gotta clear out. I can't get you it's literally it's just say you ain't clear, you know. Um yeah, that's just a lot, man. Again, when you look at this game's Redskin Cowboys, I get it. Y'all you want to tank, I get it. At the same time, it's Redskin Cowboys, so I'm not trying to hear that. I know some Redskin fans might feel like whatever for whatever. That's fine. I'm not ever going to be for losing to the Cowboys. I don't. Again, if you were going to tank, I would rather you take all them 14. We won 4 games. You can have those. Give me these 2 Cowboy games, and you can tank the rest of the season if you want to. You can't lose to these people though. I'm not feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do what you want with them other games, not these. You better come out here and act like you want to win this, or I'm not gonna want you here. I don't care. I don't care if y'all win just same reverse. I don't care if you win every game in the season and you lose to them twice. I'm not feeling that. That's a horrible season in my opinion. Y'all better know what it is to mean to be a Redskin. It don't, yeah, being a Redskin meaning winning Super Bowls and all that's good and fine, but you better beat them daggone Cowboys. That's part of it. That's
Whitaker.
part of being a Redskin, period. Commander, whatever you want to be. If you were the Washington football team, if you were a fan of the Washington football team, and if you work for the Washington football team, or if you even watch the Washington, you better know. You better beat them Cowboys. I don't care what your record is. You are required. You are
Wow.
expected to beat the Cowboys. I don't care
Dak,
what your record is.
31 for 36, 276 yards, 4 TDs. They took him out.
Mm.
And they just running the ball. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Y'all scored. Dallas beat y'all this year. 45 plus 35. 90-20. Sorry, 80. 45-30. No, 45-35. Yeah,
No, you're
80.
right.
80 to
80. 80.
20.
80 to 20.
80-20.
They put a whole plaster wall up on y'all. 80-20.
Y'all think that's acceptable? I mean, Redskins, y'all should be mortified. I'm mortified. Just like I just saw somebody who killed in the street in front of my grandmama.
Why is Khalid Hudson playing a wide receiver in coverage? I'm not understanding.
It's embarrassing. In your own building. I'm sorry, Josh Hurst. You got to beat them. To make up for this season, you got to beat them about 4-5 times in a row. Period. It's blood with, and if anybody really from DC watching this or listening to this online on YouTube, wherever you listening to this at, y'all know I'm not telling no lies. If you really from the city, you already know. Oh, nah, that joint serious. They be on some wild rival talk trash. You can't go to dinner. You can't. You don't even want to go around your people's type stuff. They going and ain't no hold up. It ain't no we was bad this year. Don't none of that matter. Come on, y'all. When does that matter to y'all when y'all talking trash to the Cowboys? When does that matter? Does that ever matter to you, big son?
Nah, never mattered not one bit to me.
Y'all went out there and got stomped. That's what we gonna say every single time. Yeah, nah, we did that to y'all. I don't want to hear it.
Garbage greater dinner plate. It was
Huh.
always up with me.
Shit. I always
Still is.
got the time of day to talk some trash to some Cowboys. That's the only reason I'm watching the playoffs, to make sure they don't win. Straight up.
They doing
That's what I'm rooting
all
for.
this weller.
You got a
They
team,
doing
whoever
all
playing the
this
Cowboys.
weller.
Look at this. Cooper Rush coming in. Get off. They running it up. There's 3 minutes left. They up 35-10 and they got a 40-yard pass. They running it up. They know what this is. They owner know what this is. Josh Hurst, if you don't understand what this is, you ain't the owner we need to have. You just ain't the owner we need to have.
Facts.
You don't know what this is. Look at that. That's why they celebrate. They say, oh, yeah, this is like our Super Bowl. Yeah, it is. Y'all know. Our Redskins fans know. DeMarcus Lawrence know. Dak Prescott know. If we
All that hype
don't
in the
do nothing else,
preseason.
we swept them bums.
All that hype in the preseason. The first 6 games, our record wasn't that bad. Then all of a sudden, we started to see them tables turn. Like, if we let this team hang together, they're going to eventually get it together. Let's get rid of their 2 strongholds on their defense.
Yep.
Got rid
We
of
won 1 game since they
2
left the building.
strongholds, won 1 game. They knew we could have won more than 1 game with them 2 dudes alone. The intensity that they brought, the turnovers they would have gave us, the ability to not want to quit in a game. You know what I'm saying? So
losing Chase Young and Montez Sweat in the middle of the season like that
it
was
killed the team.
devastating. It was devastating for this franchise. It was something
It killed the morale of the team.
And then you got rid of Jack Del Rio too. That really tore up the morale of the team. And these were choices that ownership made. These were choices that the ownership made. Right now, currently, what we say, we are 4-2. That means we had 4 wins, and we got 1 of them since they left. So that's 4. We 5 like 4 and we like 1-8 since they left.
We're gonna be 4-13.
With 13, yeah, we 4-13, but we like 1-8 since they left. 7 since they left. 1-6, something like that.
Yeah, we had
3-5 when they
7 games. We had 7 games left to play when they was going out the building.
Okay. And so how many losses we had? We had 7 games. We had what? 5
No, we
losses?
had 8. We had 8. We had 8 games to play.
Right. So we was like 1-7 since they left. 1-7 since they left. Right. So we would have at least half of those. And from my understanding, when you look at the playoff bracket, I believe it's a team making it at 8-8.
Carson Wentz drove his LA Rams down the field, scored on the 49ers, and they are now leading the game 21-20.
Wow. Philadelphia's still down 27-10. It looks like that one. And the Giants about to score again. They on the Philly 2-yard line, 4th and 2. I don't know if they're going for it or kicking a field goal. If I were them, I would kick the field goal, take the 3. You up so many points. You just pile them on at this point. No need to score a touchdown. Yeah. It looks like the LA Rams is playing spoiler. Green Bay Packers win in Chicago by 8.
Wow. Dallas lined
The Chiefs are up by 1.
Field goal.
The Chiefs are up by 1.
It's a 50-yard attempt. Wow.
10-9.
And the Chiefs are 10-6. They need that win.
Yeah. Well, either way, they're in.
Kick is good.
Yeah, they're already in. The Chiefs are
38-10. 38-10. The score. Dallas against Washington. With the field goal. 38-10.
Yeah. It's unacceptable, man. I don't care which. Again, it's a lot of Redskins fans who are happy because of the draft capital, X, Y, and Z. Man, that's not
that draft capital because we're not drafting right there anyway.
Yeah.
If y'all think we're going to draft right there, y'all stupid. We're going to draft down. We're going to get picks back.
No, honestly, I think we're going to probably draft Caleb Williams.
No.
I don't even like that pick. I think that'd be a horrible pick.
Trash.
Be a horrible pick.
Draft down. If you're going to draft the quarterback, draft Jaden Daniels. Draft down, get you some money back, and draft Jaden Daniels if you're going to draft the quarterback. But I don't think
I think
that's a smart thing to do.
I think
Caleb Williams from the area.
But Caleb
Caleb
Williams is
Williams
not
from the
good.
earn.
He's not good though. He's not good. That's truth be told. I did watch him
Yeah,
play. I
he's
watched him
not.
play a few games this year. He's not good. He's not good. He's another Bryce Young. You saw what happened. You saw what happened to Carolina this year with Bryce Young. Saw what happened to them, and they don't even get the pick because they traded it to Chicago. Chicago gets their pick this year, so they are not the number one overall. Chicago has the number one overall pick through the Bryce Young trade down. Trading down actually proves to be better. Look at Chicago; they traded down, and look at what they got. They got two high
That's what I'm
round picks.
saying. Get some
Trading
money
down. If
back.
somebody want to
You
give
get
you
some money back.
a number one for next year, especially if you think they're not a good team,
Number one, and then spot
swap,
for this year.
swap,
Take it on down.
yeah,
Take it on
swap,
down.
swap. If they want
Yeah,
that
and
quarterback,
even
because if that quarterback flops, that turns into two number ones for you. Straight up. If that quarterback flops, that turns into two top five picks for you. That's what the Rams did. How you think the Rams got built up? They traded us for RG3, got like 3 first round picks back to back. RG3 had one good season. After that, they got all first round picks from us. It's genius. I say, Rock. I mean, and even though
I'm
Sam
trading
Howell didn't look
down.
good here, I'm probably trading down.
I'm trading down.
I mean, yeah.
Look at this. Terry McLaurin, 987 yards. They about to try to get McLaurin them yards for the season. Watch.
But
Mark
McLaurin,
my word. McLaurin about to get a big play.
he 87 yards away from 1,000.
No, 13. 13.
Oh,
He got 987 yards right now.
yeah.
And they want him to crack the 1,000. So the narrative, what we've been talking about, well, it's still a narrative to me because he should be at 1,400, to be honest. A receiver like him.
This was honestly though, his season started off kind of shaky when he had the foot injury, the toe injury, and so even from that, the first game he was being used as a decoy the first
Yep.
4 weeks.
There you go. He got it. They
Yeah,
gave him a screen pass. He got like 20 yards. He got it. He
yeah.
got it. That's it right there. It's 1,000 yards on the season.
That's the only bright spot. I can't hate on that. I think he could have played better though. He could have been a better leader of this team this year. He got a captain on his chest. I blame all the captains for what happened this year too. You got a C on your chest, champ. Ain't no team I'm captain on about to go no 4-12. Period. Because I'm the captain, and I flex on the coaches a little bit. What you make me captain for if I can't step up when we lose and do what I want to do and fix the ship? What you make me captain for? First year coaches. D'Amico Ryans was 10-7 this year. Sean McVay them went 9-7 so far. He's up for coach of the year candidate.
Mm.
It
Wow. Sam Howell,
should be
19
Dan
for
Campbell.
27, 153 yards, 1 TD, and 2 interceptions. That's unacceptable, Sam.
Yeah,
Last
especially against the
3 weeks,
Cowboys.
you ain't been there, Sam. You ain't been there.
I'm gonna be honest with you too,
You,
though, Big Son. I don't think the enemy used Sam Howell's legs enough this year, and that's one thing that I saw that Scott Turner would do last year, and he did it since Alex Smith was here. He did it with Taylor Heineke. He'll use them legs on some read options. We did not do that at all this year. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea.
they brought Frank Gore in on the last play. I mean, not Frank Gore, but Derek Gore. Brought
Yeah.
Derek Gore in on the last play. He ran the play, and clock runs on out. 38-10 is the final.
You had a 38-10 and a 45-10. You can't show your face in Washington until y'all do something about that. None of y'all. We don't want to see you out partying. We don't want to see you enjoying your off season. None of that. Y'all don't deserve to do any of
That's
those things.
83-20, man.
Yeah.
83
No,
to
I don't.
20, man.
I don't want to see none of y'all enjoying your off season. I don't want to see you at no
Mm.
Super Bowl parties. I'm not
Oh,
following none of y'all because I don't want to see none of y'all enjoying anything. Not
what was
with this
that?
record.
What? Oh no, McVay, don't tell me you're a part of the setup too. On the 3rd and 9, they took the ball and act like they were going quarterback sneak. What are y'all doing? Nah, McVay, don't tell me you're a part of the shambles too, bro. Nah, that ain't no McVay play right there on the 3rd and 9. Y'all up 21-20. Why you ain't pass it?
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Dallas dominates in Washington. 38-10. Dallas wins the division on our field. Embarrassing. 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 All right, well, what we gonna do is unload and reload to get Vito in. And Point, you hear me? You there? We're gonna unload and reload, try to get Vito in. We can get everybody's thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm here, man.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna unload, reload, man, get everybody's thoughts again. For the ones that's on Twitter and the ones that's on YouTube, you know, we're gonna give y'all some late game analysis. Everybody else, we see y'all back on Instagram. We're gonna unload, reload, get Vito in here, get some last game and season analysis, get y'all some scores, highlights, let y'all figure out what's going on and where your playoffs. We're gonna get some playoff predictions, some playoff insight from the fellas. You know, this ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. The season might